terms throughout this video that I'm going to be referring to a lot. One is the stationary position, and that's going to look like this. That means the slapper is in a still position. They're going to be using their mechanics hitting out of this position, which I will get to later. But primarily, all of their swings are going to be out of this position. The second term is the walkthrough, which looks like this. They're just going to be walking through. When referring to the stationary position, there's a couple things that I want you to look for. You're going to start with a regular hitting stance. So the feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. You're going to draw a line between the hitter's feet, and their front foot should drop back half of that distance. The back leg will then cross over, and there should be about a half a foot distance between my 2 feet, between the 2 feet of the slapper. The front foot will be pointing towards the shortstop, and the back foot will be pointing straight forward. This allows the hips to stay closed off, which is something else that I want you to look for with the slapper. If their hips are closed off, they'll be able to develop more power throughout their slapping. If their hips are not closed off, they will lose all of their power. So I'll show you 2 examples. A lot of times you'll see slappers open up their hips, and so it looks like this. As you can see, my foot is almost pointed towards like second base, and my back foot is pointing straight forward. Therefore, my hips are all open, and I've lost all my power to slap. If I keep my proper foot positioning when I go through my walkthrough, this foot, when I drop back, straight forward, crossover foot towards the shortstop, hips are closed off, and I'm able to use my power to drive through the ball. Another thing I want to talk about is the upper body and hand positioning. So with the slap, we'll start in the stationary position. The hitting is going to be the same with the upper body as it is with the slapper. So you're just going to look for the same mechanics that you would for a hitter. The only difference is I want the slapper to stop at point of contact. So instead of swinging all the way through, I want them stopping right at point of contact for every swing. This will allow them to have more control over the bat, because as slappers, all we want to do is put the ball in play. So the slappers will, they will use their stationary position for tees, for front toss, side toss, a little bit of live, but that should be the focus of them developing their slapping mechanics. When they do their walkthroughs, that will be like a more advanced level, and so they will use a majority of their time on the stationary position, and then eventually work into their walkthroughs.